Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dave. I hope you're having a great day. Got a few things to show off here. A few new pickups. I went to 2 card shows this weekend and have a few things that I picked up there, and then I got a couple other really cool things that I picked up online that I'm going to show off today. So let's get busy. On Saturday, I went to the Hilliard Card Show here right near my house. It's a really great show. It's held every other month, and smaller show, but has really great dealers. Almost no Pokemon. It's run by J.D. Hecklethorn, and he brings in his friends Stan Sports Cards there, and William Chappell, and a couple other bigger guys that you would see at Strongsville. But I'm in savings mode, so I didn't spend a whole lot. I mainly just went around to look around, and I picked up a few cards to fill in some of my red sets from the 50s and 60s. So first card from the 57 set is Tom Acker. I think I'm 5 cards away from finishing the 57 red set. And we're 58. We got Bud Freeman. Got Harvey Haddix. Got another Tom Acker. And then Johnny Klepstein. Moving on to 59, we got Del Ennis. Bob Mabe. And Roy McMillan. And 261s, we got Bob Perkey. And Harry Anderson. I don't think it's the same Harry Anderson that was in Night Court, but never know. And 2 leaders cards from the 1962 set. We got the National League batting leaders with Veda Pinson there. It also has Clemente, Ken Boyer, and Wally Moon. And we picked up the win leaders from 1961. Warren Spahn led the league, but there's 2 Reds, Joe J. and Jim O'Toole. So they helped the Reds for the National League pennant from 61. So they lost to the Yankees in the World Series, but they still had a great year that year. Then on Sunday, I went to the Grove City Card Show, and that's more modern, more Pokemon, but they have a few vintage dealers there that I went to see, and I did pick up one real good card that I was real happy to get. One of my projects is a T206 red set, and I haven't picked up a card for a while, but was there looking at it was Garrett from Ballpark Memories. I was looking at his case, and I saw this card and couldn't pass it up because, for one, it's one of the big players. Actually, this time he was the manager, one of the big names. One of the 2 Hall of Famers in the red set. We got Clark Griffith. He has 2 cards. He has a portrait and a batting, but like I said, he was manager at this time, but he was a real good pitcher in the late 1800s, mainly with the Chicago Colts, and then he went over to the New York Yankees, I think, for a few years, and then when the American League started up, he went up and he was a player manager for the Chicago White Sox. For a few years, he ended up with 237 wins. He was like a 62-63 WAR, and he probably had a real good chance to make it as a player, but he didn't. But after he retired in like 1907, he went full-time manager. His first full-time was the Reds, and he stayed there for 3 years, and then he went to the Washington Senators, where he managed for a few years. After that, he ended up teaming up with another rich guy and bought the Washington Senators and became a full-time owner, and he actually was elected to the Hall of Fame in 1946 as an owner. So, really like that. It's a 1 MK, but the mark, if you look down, it's a real thin mark right on his sleeve right there. Barely noticeable, but another thing I liked about this is my first polar bear back from the set. It's my 11th card from the red set. But this is my first polar bear back, so having a Hall of Famer and a polar bear back, I couldn't pass it up. So that's all I got for the shows, but there's 2 other pickups. One of them goes along with a couple other things I got back in the Cleveland National last year in 2024. I picked up this full box for the Bazooka with Johnny Bench on it. Real happy to get that. Then a few months ago, 4 or 5 months ago, I just picked up the single card of Johnny Bench for the Bazooka set. And then a couple weeks ago, I was searching online and found the total panel. So I got all 3 of the variations for the Bazookas. And it's in great shape. It's got a crease right up there and right over here. There's a little damage there, but these are hard to find, and there's only like 19 graded, so it's real cool to pick up. I got all 3. Now I just need to get the numbered version. I'm probably not going to get all 3 like that. I don't know if there's available all 3, but there's a number version, but it's real rare, and I've seen one once at a card show, but it was a couple $100 and I didn't have the money there, but hopefully I can pick that up sometime soon. Finally, something real cool. Was looking through Fanatics Collect auction a few weeks ago. I saw this card and it just spoke to me. We got 1955 Al Kaline autograph card. As you can see, it's a well-loved card. So the corners are real rounded. I don't even think they qualify as honest corners anymore, but I saw that. Poor condition card, and then somebody got this autograph, probably in the 2010 with a Sharpie autograph on there, so it was probably late. It reminds me of my Johnny Bench auto right here, that it was real special to me. It's in poor condition, but I had to get it autographed when I was at the National, and this just spoke to me like that. It makes me think it was somebody's favorite card growing up, and finally was able to get Al Kaline to autograph it. And I just thought about the history of this card. The only thing it doesn't have is it doesn't have a pinhole, but other than that, I just think this had to have been somebody's favorite card growing up, or had somebody with history with this card, and then they got it autographed. So it just spoke to me and I had to have it. So hope you enjoyed all this. That's all I got to show for today. So until next time, peace.